Hi everyone, it's Mr. Manoog. So this is your solutions for this week. So just make sure you have this worksheet with you and then we can go through the answers together, okay? So let's start right now. There you go. All right, now the first page, you have to draw algebra tiles, isn't it? So let's look at the first question. It says 4x plus 1 equals negative 3. So it says over here, x, this is x, right? So let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So 4x plus 1 equals negative 3. Now you have to remember the left side must equal the right side. Now, how do we get rid of this one over here? We need to introduce. We have the opposite of positive 1 is negative 1. So negative 1 on the left and negative 1 on the right. So because of this one goes away, and I can redraw this again. 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, and then we can just count how many there are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now this is 4x equals negative 4. And then last one, it's very easy. 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x is actually negative 1, 2, 3, and 4. So my answer very quickly is x equals negative 1. Okay, so now if the algebra doesn't make sense, then we can do it the algebra way. So I'm just gonna quickly do the algebra way right over here. Hopefully you guys can see it. So again, it's 4x plus 1 equals negative 3. Just like what our drawing is, right? The first thing that you need to do is introduce, you have to do the opposite. This one goes away. So you get 4x equals negative 4. And because this is 4x, the opposite is divide by 4. And you divide by 4, and my answer should be x equals negative 1. There you go. Just like the picture over here, right? All right, now let's do the second question. X divided by 2 plus 3 equals 5. So I'm going to draw this again. It's x over 2. So again, you have one whole bar, but you only shade half of it, right? So now you get positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. That's the left side. And then my right side is positive 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You have to remember the left side must equal the right side, just like what we have done over here. So our first step is to get rid of positive 3. And to get rid of positive 3, you have to introduce negative 3. Whatever you do on the left, you have to do on the right. Okay, and because of that, this one goes away. So now our next one, we get x over 2 still. Now it's, what is left? There is positive 2. Now because half represents 2, what do you think a full bar will be then? Well, I'm going to show you. If this one is 2, then this one is also 2 as well, which means a whole bar will be 4. Okay, so my answer is x equal to positive 4. Now, if you want to do the algebra way, let's just do it right now. X over 2 plus 3 equals 5. Okay, I'm just rewriting the question again. So to get rid of positive 3, you have to put negative 3 on both sides, and you get x over 2 equals 2. Now, because this is division, the opposite is multiplication. So we're going to multiply by 2 on both sides. And my answer should be x equals 4. And that's it. That is my first page. Very, very easy. If you want, just pause the video so that way we can move on to the next one. Okay? So let's do the next page. Now, the next page, we don't have to draw any algebra tiles, so that will save you a lot of work. So let's see this. Solve each of the following problems using algebra. Show all of your work. Okay. Now, question 3 and 4 is the same as what we have done already, so I'll just quickly do this. 4x plus 1 equals negative 3. To get rid of positive 1, I have to introduce negative 1 on both sides, and I should get 4x equals negative 4, and then x equals, we're going to divide by 4 on both sides, and I should get negative 1. Okay. All right, next, this one. X divided by 2 plus 3 equals 5. So we're going to introduce negative 3 on both sides. This one goes away, and I should get x divided by 2 equals 2. Because this is division, my opposite is multiplication. This one goes away. X equal to 4. Okay, now my next one, 2x minus 5 equals negative 1. What is the opposite of negative? Well, my opposite is positive. So I'm going to plus 5 on both sides. This one goes away. So I should get 2x equals 4. Because this is multiplication, my opposite is division. So I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. This one becomes 1. X equals 4 divided by 2 is 2. That's it. Okay, now we still have a few more. So this one, 4x minus 3 equals 9. So I'm going to add 3 on both sides, and I should get 4x equals 9 plus 3 is 12. And then I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides, and I should get x equal to 3. Okay? Now this one, 2x plus 1 equals 7. I need to get rid of positive 1, so I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go negative 1 on both sides. And now I should get 2x equals 7 minus 1 is 6. Because this 2 is multiplying, my opposite is division. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. And I should get x equals 3. Okay? Now this one, x divided by 4 minus 2 equals negative 3. So to get rid of negative 2, I'm going to add 2 on both sides. I should get x divided by 4 equals negative 3 plus 2 is actually negative 1. Because this is division, my opposite is multiplication, so I'm going to multiply by 4 on both sides. This one is 1. X equals negative 1 times 4 is actually negative 4. Okay, so hopefully everyone is following along really well. Now we still have 6 more questions to go, so I'm going to be really quick. 2x plus 5 equals negative 5. To get rid of positive 5, I'm going to go minus 5 on both sides. So I should get 2x equals negative 5 minus 5 is not 0. Negative 5 minus 5 is actually negative 10. Because these two are multiplication, the opposite is division. So I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. And I should get x equals negative 5. Now my next one, 3x minus 2 equals negative 5. So let's do this. To get rid of negative 2, I need to add 2 on both sides. This one goes away. And I should get 3x equals negative 3. Because these two is multiplication, my opposite is division. I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. And I should get x equals negative 1. Okay. Now this one, 4x minus 3 equals 9. How do I get rid of negative 3? I'm going to add 3 on both sides. And I should get 4x equals 9, 10, 11, 12. Because this is multiplication, the opposite is division. Divide by 4 on both sides. X equals to 3. Okay? So we still have 3 more questions to go. I know all of you got this. All right. Let's finish the last 3. Now, I'm going to put a star on question 12 and question 14 because it looks a little bit different, but it's not so bad, okay? So let's look at this. X divided by 3 plus 2 equals negative 1. Now, same thing as always, we need to get rid of positive 2 first. We are going to subtract 2 on both sides. This one goes away. I get x divided by 3 equals negative 1 minus 2 is actually negative 3. Now, because this is division, what is the opposite? You multiply, isn't it? So I'm going to multiply by 3 on both sides. This one is 1, so I should get x equals negative 3 times 3 is actually negative 9. Okay? Now, question 13, very simple. 3x plus 4 equals 10. We need to get rid of positive 4 first. So I'm going to add negative 4 on both sides. I should get 3x equals 6. And then, because this is multiplication, the opposite is division. I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. And I should get x equals to 2. Now this one, x divided by negative 5 plus 3 equals negative 1. I need to get rid of positive 3. So I'm going to minus 3 on both sides. This one goes away. And I should get x divided by negative 5 equals negative 3 minus, negative 1 minus 3 is actually negative 4. Now, because these ones are division, the opposite is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply by negative 5. This one becomes 1, so now you should get x equals. Remember your integer rules, okay? Negative times a negative is a positive. 4 times 5 is actually 20. All right, so grade 8s, I'm just going to quickly show you all of them. Okay, if you want, you can pause the video if you like. All right, so this is the solutions for your assignment. We will go through this on Wednesdays, so stay tuned for that. Any questions, just let us know, okay? You guys have a great day. Bye.